Alright, so, uh, last episode, well, we did a lot of things, didn't we? We pretty much just went through, well, dealing with the fire giant. We went through traveling again, encountering a certain copper dragon that literally can kiss my ass, but you know, at this point, you know, he's there. Asked me to make a song for him, which I still gotta do. We traveled at least for a few days. I don't remember how long, but a few days for sure. We encountered some creatures called Oh yeah, right, the Vibert Toby Kadachis. Pretty much mainly all the magic users were almost down. You know, they were just almost knocked out and stuff. Good thing everyone was there to just work as a team in general. After all of this, we pretty much just arrive at the town, and I'm waiting to get my ass. My ass. I'm waiting to whip someone's ass that is literally waiting at the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm making it brief because I just don't enter the details. It's going to take too long if I do.
I don't mind. It's that made the recap. Details are really important in D&D. It can be life or death, literally on the recaps.
Life or dead? Seriously?
Well, for example, if the Chamberlain asks you the name of somebody and you're the only one who remember it, but you don't say it in the recap, and the person is struggling after that.
No, or if you say a wrong name. He's called Timmy. That was Johnny. Fuck!
You all lost 20 HP. That is.
Yeah. You all have an handicap. What do we have? You're missing one leg. What?
But yeah, I don't mind details. But he was still pretty good. You did make the effort, so you get 5 temporary each point.
Look at me, guys. I did it. Are you happy about that? If you give me a silence, I'm going to be very upset at all of you.
He did it! Yay!
Yeah.
Everybody clap!
Done.
Thank you.
Yay!
As if everybody clap, no one claps.
No, I clapped, but you just didn't hear it on the microphone.
Oh,
Self-suppressor.
he's about to go to. Shit, I need to get in the fucking game.
Oh, you still
Yes,
have it.
yes,
I
it
thought
would.
I was in it, but I didn't. Damn it. Shit.
It would be good. The guy that's just recapped it if he was in the game.
Most because like it's open, it's just not in the game though. I didn't press the launch game. I thought I did.
We got to wait on Lucius though, because I can't start this part without him there, because I know how he's gonna react at this part.
He DM'd me in DMs and shit. Just to say, we need your armband, you need to kick this guy's ass. I was like, oh, I'm sick.
Yeah, now where's he gone?
Probably went for food.
I swear to God,
Wouldn't
you must
surprise
have.
me, yeah. I mean, this is technically a great start already.
Yes, we're here staring at this one man who might be a
Except I'm-
bard, might be a chef.
I'm not saying
I
this is
thought
literally
he's
what I
a
made the
chef.
recap. This is schematic from another timeline that's reading a book. I don't know why.
Okay, let's do a vote. Everybody want to wait for Lucius can say 1 in the general mute, and those who are alright to start right now can say 2 in general mute.
I mean, we can wait. It's not-
And there one says 1, 2.
12.
Damn it, Naka, I was about to make the joke.
I know you too well.
Damn it. You're not fun. No, shit. Just kidding.
I'm German. Fun is not included.
No, you haven't
included. That's basically when any German gets born. There's a sticker on it, but not included.
Hi, I'm born. Mother, I'm born. You're having fun, son? Yes, definitely.
And
Okay.
Welcome
He's-
back.
Right, back
Yeah.
yeah. Comes back just as we spam the thing.
Yay!
We're waiting for you.
oh no! I'm sorry.
Lucius, you need to say it when you're gone.
Yeah.
My mic must have cut off. Shit. Sorry.
It's okay. We
It's
forgive you.
fine.
But next time, you'll get a bullet in your head. I mean, no, you just...
Let's take a walk.
In my head.
Lucius.
What happened there?
Stick
Oh god. Oh no.
Follow
Not
the
the walk. Anything but the walk.
Using the legs is the worst part.
Yes, it is.
It always has been. Nobody like walking.
It's a scary shit. I can even say that I'm French. I walk every day. What's the issue?
Just gonna erase the Eye of Sauron Lemmy did in the fucking tower.
Oh, I was enjoying that.
Oh, I see it too. Well, I did.
Very well. After your long travel, you all came back directly to Serpermaru, the outpost of the Chamberlain. But as you reach your final destination, one of your old rival has appeared again, Leo, blocking you the way once more, waiting with his trusty kobold beside him, holding a guitar, and challenging you again.
Might it be just me, but wasn't it a goblin last time?
No, that was a kobold.
Okay.
I thought he was just alone.
Did I not find out the kobold is his wife?
Ah,
Wouldn't surprise me. Knowing bards, yeah.
So, who are you again? Couldn't be that important.
Well, I am the greatest Ferrari, the greatest rival of Leo right over here.
she just walks her
Never
forward,
heard of it.
as in like she never even, literally just never saw you.
Well, I mean, Leo, where are you going? We have a challenge to do. If you win, I give you everything I have in my possession as money.
She stops for a second. Do I really have to deal with this right now?
We could use the money.
I know, he's your friend.
My friend.
Definitely certainly not mine. And he wants your attention.
You always seem to attract the weird ones, don't you, Leo?
Yeah, certainly interesting.
Look,
do any better. It looks like he's in love with you.
I can't. I won't even challenge you if you just shake my hand at least this time. If you do it, I leave you alone. Yeah, I stop asking for duels.
Ice flashes to red again. Is that a joke?
No, I swear as my owner as a bard.
And how can I believe that this is just going to be some kind of just handshake simply as it is at this point?
Well, you know me. I'm the greatest bard around, but I have no other talent than music.
There's no need for this even to begin with at this point. You can deal with your own things, I'm not shaking your hand. There's no need for that.
Well, in this case, I will keep coming challenging you as the greatest bard.
You always did, but I'm pretty sure the greatest bard right now is not you in town.
And who are you to say that? You always refuse my duel. Like a coward.
She gets closer to you, grabs the dude by the shirt. I'm someone you do not want to fuck with. Get it? Small man? Aye.
By the way, Lemmy, how much distance you're from Guy Ferrari and Leo?
I am literally right behind Guy Ferrari.
Okay, he's gonna touch the shoulder of Leo, and he's gonna try to touch you in the same time. Lemmy.
Okay.
So you can roll a dex saving throw if you try to avoid it, or if you let him. Or you can let him touch you if you want.
Yeah.
So you want to avoid it?
Yes.
Okay. So in the moment you see Guy Ferrari grabbing the shoulder of Leo, you see both of them disappearing in a blue flash of lightning.
Oh.
And technically, Leo and him are gone in front of you.
What?
You just have a...
Does someone know enough about the canon to tell me what just happened?
Teleportation?
My predictions were right. That
Was
man is madly in love with Liwu.
Was it merely teleportation, or was it what specific spell? Can someone tell me that?
I'm
No
gonna do
idea.
an Arcana check just to see what that was. Perhaps. Hello?
The
Yeah.
fuck did they go?
Oh,
I
I
just
can.
wish, but I can't check.
Yeah. I don't know
It's
anything.
magic.
Okay, I don't know anything about that apparently.
Well, I'll
No,
do
you
it
know it's
anyway.
magic.
I'll try and back her up on it.
It
I'll
was
do an
magic
Arcana
of
check.
some kind. Not sure what.
That's alright,
though.
D-Plex.
Yeah, it's fine.
Not much better.
It's high magic, surprisingly for even a bard, and especially for Guy Ferrari.
It's what magic, sorry?
Hi, magic.
It's high magic.
High magic, okay. Well, it's definitely some sort of high magic spell. Not too sure what, but for him to be able to do it
Yeah.
doesn't seem right.
I see. Okay. We don't know where they went. We don't know what kind of spell they used, so we cannot even really put it down where the spell might have been went to. I'm looking around. It doesn't seem even like it was a close teleportation.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
If it is high magic and he's used it, are we dealing with somebody else here as well?
My urge to take his guitar and smash it over his head suddenly raises.
Mhm.
Actually, did someone see the kobold, or did he disappear too?
Cobalt has disappeared too.
Shh.
Oddly odd.
Now, you know what? For fun and sake, I'm gonna put the Cobalt hysteria there.
Lucy,
Huh?
take this kobold. We have questions.
And I'm going to place both my hands on the kobold's shoulders.
And he's gotta try to dodge because he doesn't understand what's happening right now.
Hmm.
With 19 for dexterity saving throw, you can try to roll a grapple. It's your athletic.
Oh, athletics. Oh. Yeah, not gonna.
The kobold tried to bite your hands and run away.
Alright, I've got to
After-
cast
I'm going to try
Entangle
something.
on the Kobold
You gonna
before it
do what?
runs away. And I'm casting Entangle
Okay.
on the
Strange
Kobold.
save. I got a minus 2 on that. It's not
Okay. Kobold is restrained.
Yeah, you fall on the floor and you just hear the scream of every kobold when a powerful screech to break it. Kinda you hear drums a little bit. Remember, you have to hold the kobold like a hamburger.
Okay, sure.
Okay. We should take this kobold now and let's bring him to our home. We have questions.
Yeah, sure, that sounds good. I'm also taking their instrument off them as well.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So they can't use any funny magic like whatever that guy did.
So you all going back at your place?
Yep.
Or the tavern? Or any other place?
I would say our place. Tavern might be a little bit too crowded.
Mm,
And people might
yeah.
question stuff there.
Okay.
Could we even try and look for Lewy, or do you think only
We
you
have-
handle yourself?
We have no indicator where Levu went, and that's what I want to ask of this kobold.
With the level of the spell, it's high. There's probably no chance of us tracing it from here.
Well, I'll mention it is then.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. But let's cut back at Leo. What is happening?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna change music.
I am curious to see.
It's a wedding ceremony.
Oh fucking god, no! I am.
I'm gonna kill myself for a minute. I'll be right back.
It's a shotgun wedding. You have no choice.
And I got a Glock. For some reason, it's the strongest weapon in the universe. No? Shit.
Wizard gun! Sin it bang!
Yeah.
Wizard gun. He's not a bot, he's a wizard!
Interesting music.
Precisely.
Oh, what the fuck?
Leo, you spawn right here where I'm pinning a circle right now.
Alright.
Oh shit. I know this place.
I don't.
I don't.
Wait a
I
minute.
know this map.
Do I?
Wait a minute.
Doesn't ring a bell. I want to be a surprise.
Oh my.
So, in the flash of the blue light, you teleport directly on the ground. Something you mid around the area, but still covered with sand. As you open your eyes from the flash, you see Guy Ferrari is gone, replaced by that elf right beside you. Long black hair, short elf ears, probably an elf. One of her eyes is completely blind, but you can see a cigar directly from her mouth. In front of you, you can see those two towering guards, make with a mix-max of armor right now, covered with a deer head directly on the top of their helmets. You see the alpha elf right beside you.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I roll a history or something? Or...
Yeah, you can.
Alright, let me just do that. See. Because I just want to see how I'm going to just play this thing up. I know how to play this thing up. Okay.
You never been in this place, but the deer symbol that directly in front of you, you do remember that one of your companion once in the past was brought by this crime syndicate once and never came back.
Hmm.
You don't know what happened. You probably guess something bad that did happen, but one of your companion. Everybody roll me a d6, I would say.
Even me?
No, not you. The rest. I'm just gonna roll something and see who.
1d6.
Oh,
that's
that
not only one
one.
at this point, isn't it?
That one, lovely.
Natural 6.
You remember Leah was brought here once. Not here, but brought by this crime syndicate directly and never came back. In the past.
Mm-hmm.
Well, girlie. Not your good day, but at least you can meet the boss now, and you don't have to deal with that fucking asshole with a guitar.
What? Okay. Let's see it. At this point, it's not like I have anything else better to do I?
Not like you really have a choice, I would say. You keep walking in.
Doesn't seem like it.
You see both of them just holding their warhammer directly ready.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess who's back? And I brought a guest! And you see all the people like cheering and smirking. You can see some are wearing different masks of clowns type, hiding their figure behind hoods. Multiple scar, but many still with armors with the ensign of their clan wearing a crown stag. A crown deer. Is stag a deer? I get difficulty remembering.
Yes.
Yes, okay. A crown stag, okay. Well, you want a drink before meeting the boss, or you want to go right away to business, I suppose?
I'm not so much a person that drinks so much. So let's just get down to business, if you don't mind.
You were for a roll.
Haven't heard that in a while.
You can see them looking at you like preys would look, like predators would look at a prey as you walk in.
Yeah.
Boss, I brought you the one Guy Ferrari talking about us before you kill him. In front of you, you can see that dark-skinned elf, more tan than a regular elf, hands covered of blood, in the same time as she's cleaning a knife, and look directly in your direction. Black hair, green eyes, a smirk. You see immediately the mage going on the side, waiting on a table. So, I suppose you are part of the group helping the Chamberlain in town, isn't it?
Sure. Can say that.
Look at me. Look at me directly in the eyes when I talk to you.
Sure. What do you want? That's the question.
Well, we heard about your talents. We already heard about the Fire Giant tree. We know also the Manticore mission. I was supposed to scavenge what I could have from there, to be honest, but we never had the time. Your group is quite fast and effective. And I would need some of your talents.
Some of my talents. What is it that you want from me exactly, other than just talents? I'm pretty sure you have something in the back of your head right now.
You're quite fast. I'm impressed. I have someone who's missing in the jungle right now. I would need you and your little group to go fetch it back for me. Or run away if you want. I would like him one piece, to be honest, but if there's no other option, you can always bring back something to remind me is completely gone, if you know what I mean.
she just like looks up. Like you can see her full face now, with like the glasses. She takes her glasses off slowly. What do I get after that? That's the question.
That's a good question. Really smart. Really smart. Probably your life. Because we won't let you live, I would say, directly here without a guarantee you won't run out and open your mouth to the Chamberlain.
Lovely, isn't it?
It is. You're in the big leagues now. You guys made a name for yourself. And that always have a cost. Sure, you can have the drinks at the tavern all you want. But there's always a catch to it. There's always a little something everybody wants. And before any other crime family would get it, I thought I would introduce myself. I am Miranda. Pleasure to meet you. Matron of the Great Deer Crowned Stag.
She just whispers like just a little bit. Huh. So that's them. Got it. Well, at this point, I don't know if there's even a point for me to introduce myself, since it seems like you know me.
So, I'm not ungrateful if you help me. I'll help you in return. If you look for any information in any towns or outposts, I always have an agent over there. Information are more valuable than gold and magical item, I would say.
Right. She just puts her glasses back. Well, at this point it seems like I don't have any choices, do I? If I say no, you'll kill me on the spot. Correct?
It is correct. You're quite smart. And just to be sure you don't run to the Chamberlain, right after this little discussion of ours. She nod directly at the dark elf right beside you. Go and put a silver bracelet directly on your hand. Ooh, clip.
Oh, you mean on the wrist?
Yeah, on the wrist.
Okay.
Let's just say if you ever talk about us directly to the Chamberlain, that little thing here will probably tied up until something is cut off, if you know what I mean. Pretty hard to play to play the guitar without a hand.
Oh, you're very correct for sure.
Do we have a deal?
We do have this deal.
Very
I'll see
well.
what I can do.
Castone, you can bring her back. Make sure nobody see you. Right, boss? I should go back and grab directly your shoulder and flash again out of this underground tavern that you have no idea where it is right now. But let's go back to probably what I'm guessing is gonna be a torture session.
Oh god.
Okay.
Just gonna chase music again. You all came back directly to your home, your little mansion that the Chamberlain has given you. Still holding the kobold as a hostage with you.
Map is not changed yet. Brr.
Oh, you guys did?
Hasn't
Oh, okay, I
changed.
forget to drag it. Okay, sorry, my fault.
So,
Oh, there's the kobold. Alright.
so
I shouldn't even be there. Hold on. I just put myself right here.
It's technically still not there yet, so...
This is why I'm putting myself there.
Okay.
So, let's bring this little one in, I would say.
Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot I have him in my vein. Vines.
So, do we have still open room? I guess not. What do we want to start with? Direct questions, or do we want to prepare him a little?
Doesn't
I
matter
think
to
I'm
me.
probably saying with a planter wrapped around him, I don't think he's that. I think he's already been prepared.
Yeah.
Good then. I mean, the other way around would be more fun, but sure, we can start. I look over to the kobolds. So, little one, can you tell us where your bard friend went with our bard?
I don't know. It's in Draconic, but I know you speak Draconic, Namara. I don't know. He just told me today to come with him, and I just follow him.
So, you speak Common and Draconic, that's good to know, at least. But for your sake, we can't continue speaking Draconic. At least, yes, at least one more person that already speaks it pretty well. Isn't that right? I look over to Lucy.
you still have 3 more days to teach her, but she does know quite a few words.
A few words.
So she kind of just looks over you and gives you a sort of shrug.
So, you don't know. Do you want to rethink your answer, or do we really want to play this down? I look at him and look if he tries to lie.
Play what down?
I give Wendy a wink. Can you tie this up, please, for me?
Oh, sure, I happily start tightening my vines around him. Just a little bit.
Oh, he's gonna squirm a little, but that's pretty much what you get.
Let loose again. So,
Eh.
that was just a mere taste of what will come. If you want to breathe, say, how long do you know your friends?
I'm just the sidekick. I just bring his music. I just bring his drink, and he beat me up all day. So I don't really know.
How long?
Like 1 year.
1 year is not really a long time.
Nah.
It is for a kobold.
I heard about it. So, he beaten you up. He was not really a friend, and you were his mere errand boy, it seems. That's what I at least would think. I can understand him. You don't really look like you're of much use. But tell me more about him. How did you two meet? And where?
The slave market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He bought me.
Were there any special places? Where does he live? Where does he work?
In every tavern he can sleep and play music, but it's pretty rare since he's pretty much banned from nearly every tavern now.
I can see why.
I sleep mostly in the alleyway or directly in the sewers because it's more safe in there.
So, you never tried to rebel against him? What was it what made you want to work for him?
I'm a slave, he can't kill me.
You could have run away.
You don't know the fate of the slave who run away and get captured again?
I point at everyone in the room and then out to the door. From what I know, everyone in the city, or maybe let's say 80% of it, we all were some sort of slaves that entered this country, this land, in one way or another. And it seems when you have nobody above you, you can make quite a name out of you.
Yeah, but you don't have the mark.
What mark?
He raises his hand and you can see directly in the palm of his hand sign directly brought by you know when they heat metal to mark something.
Ooh. Ooh.
A branding, I see. And that renders you a true slave, even here. I see.
Yes. If they capture you and see that mark, after that they just rip off all your flesh off of the body, put you on a cross upside down, and just show you to all the other slaves to show an example. And you're still alive during all the process. It's the birds who eat you who kill you.
Oh. I got a brilliant idea. Leah? What do you think? Would such a mark also be used in your homeland?
I have seen slave marks before. So
Well-
it's a possibility,
If you
but it
cannot,
could also mean something else.
well,
Gotta have a
if you
group.
can, if you cannot kill someone, mark them.
Very true. But
So
also,
little,
if you're part of a gang,
so little one. Is there any magic put upon you to track you or to make you in other form hazardly for us?
Well, yes, normally the master know exactly where I am all the time. But my mark stopped glowing like 10 days ago, but the master is still there.
And he never explained why?
I'm a slave. I'm not allowed to ask questions.
Carla,
Yeah.
bring him to my room, please.
Oh, sure.
And little one, if you know what is good for you, you will stay there until I arrive again, and we
Oh,
will
there's
talk
the room.
more.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna drag him to the room. And just plop him
Gonna
down
jump on-
there.
He's gonna he's gonna stay on his knee directly on the fucking carpet. No, not even the carpet, on the wooden floor, because he don't want to dirty the carpet.
Would Lucy have overheard that the Cobalt was going over to Namara's room?
I was told
Uh,
to put him here, I think.
I would say you don't know every word, and I was talking completely in Draconic with him.
I would say roll an intelligence check to know how much you did get from that.
Okay, so just a straight intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
F.
Yeah, you wouldn't know exactly.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm walking
Oh.
up and walking around in the room a little. Up and down.
anything you get from him?
Well, quite a few side notes. I don't really know what they mean by now, but I have an idea. But nothing completely useful. First of all, he is a slave, and even in this land, he's completely a slave. Everyone who sees him without his master and with this mark has the right to kill him. Because then he is counted as a runaway. Second of all, this mark is supposed to be glowing because it tells the owner of the slave always where the slave is. But his seems to stop functioning. It's not glowing anymore. So either something happened to the magic that is imbued in this branding, or maybe something happened to the owner, our Bard friend. But since we saw him, I have no idea.
I mean, a bard being able to do that higher magic the way that bard is, could put two and two together. That might not have been him.
Either that, or the slave market kind of prepares such seals. We have to go to the slave market to inform us more about stuff. If it
true.
is like I say, that the slave market prepares such seals, we have no clue. If it's like you say, we might have one.
So for the time being, we still don't know where Liwu was taken. now.
He had no idea. I mean, I could torture him more, but I got another idea with him.
I see.
Hey, I mean, even so, I like to see a bloodbath and people screaming in agony, and when their blood getting boiling. It's quite tasteful, but I'm not such in a position yet to enjoy stuff like that. There's still too many questions.
Yep, we're probably best keeping him alive until we do find where the hell Liwu went.
So, I would say we
The slave
should
market.
the slave market, and afterwards we should go straight to the Chamberlain to fulfill our quest. Even so, Liwu is missing.
Yes.
We cannot afford too much time. So then, buckle up, guys.
Let's go.
She's just knocking at the door.
Lucy, open the door.
Turns around and just opens up the door.
You would have heard, by the way, the sound of the portal just coming out and stuff. You know, the same one from the ship. Let me.
Portals have not specific sound depending to the user.
Well, I mean, except for the one that I actually did at first, yeah.
At that kind of distance, I don't think I would have heard it.
No? Well,
With the overhearing conversation, I don't think I would have heard it at all.
Focus was somewhere else here.
So Lucy just opens up the door.
It's just... Thank you for opening the door, at least.
Let's see who went in there. Liu,
That
Hello.
disappearing bard.
we were about to burn down half the city to find you. Where have you went?
Well, about
Christmas
went. Places, at this point. This bot is just interesting, that's what I'm saying. What are you
What
guys even doing?
Like I say, we were about to start a wildfire to find you.
Hi.
Anyway, what happened to your friend?
My friend, you mean? That joke of a bard.
Yes.
Well, except Lee just dragged me back to where we were. You people weren't there, so you know.
Does he come back?
Does he come back at this point? This is pretty much the same guy. Always going to come back someday. Pain
Well,
in my ass.
we still have his slave. If he comes back and wants it, he has to talk to me first.
Sure.
Well then, excuse me for a moment. I have to talk to such slave.
I say, Liwu. Interesting that a bard like him would know of higher spell.
Huh.
Just has surprises up his sleeve, huh?
It's so surprising. It's not like Oh, you know what? That's fine. At this point, bards have so many spells that they could even use no matter what they do. I mean, look at me at this point.
Yes, but you're competent. I don't exactly see him being that competent to be able to do that sort of spell that quickly.
The hat is his like surprised look, which Leo just looks not amused about it.
Still a very interesting hat you got there. Definitely want to take a look at it at some point.
You and your fantasy with my hat. Cute. But remind yourself, I'm not giving you my hat in any way, shape, or form.
Maybe not now. Maybe later. She gives you
You
a little
said the
wink and
same
wanders
thing
off.
before.
I have other things I can use now.
Gosh,
Gives you a wink and just walks away.
She just looks at you like the death stare, just like did she just... Never mind.
I saw that, Lemmy.
I knew that was gonna happen. Like, just do a couple of swigs, pounces, ah! Just pounces at me.
It's a trend. No, that's Alright, Nagar, what do you want to do with the slave?
I'm standing in front of him, looking down on him. So, now that's just the two of us. I speak in Draconic Tim, by the way. You seem to be not like you would cause any kind of trouble, right?
Don't know what trouble mean.
Oh. Let's just say... What if I would tell you? Your former master might didn't wanted you anymore, and that's why your mark has stopped glowing.
Would go back at the slave market.
I thought more of keeping you, but I could be your new master. You know, I bowed over to him and opened my mouth. I would always have use for livestock to feed on.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see how you react.
That's actually what I wanted to provoke, yes.
He's gonna bow down, even if he's on his knee. He's gonna kiss your feet.
Obedient. But on the other hand, in the meantime, when we're not here, I could also need someone who is keeping this place in check. Cleaning up, looking that everything is alright, feeding maybe the house cat, if Lucy keep it free again.
Meow.
Stuff like that, you know. Would you to be able to do that? And I warn you, if you try to steal, to sell it on the market or whatever, we would find out.
Don't mind. But you should probably buy a color or something for me to identify I'm yours now. Because if somebody come here and see my mark, I might be dead.
There's not much people visiting this place. But you have a point. You're allowed to leave the room and watch over the house, but stay away from the second building. Or you might want to meet your maker.
Yes, ma'am.
He's running
When-
out.
My name is Namara, just so you
Yeah.
know.
Yes, ma'am Namara.
Such people are so simple.
Wee.
I didn't forbid it to him, so he's free to do.
Oh, great, we got another one.
Hey, slowly I feel like home again.
I know, right?
I have a servant now.
Okay, so I'm gonna roleplay this part out. So, Leah, you're gonna notice that Lucy is kind of just like looking at her open palm before looking at her her own clothing.
As I say, Leah is basically just leaning over the desk, looking down at gloves, notices it, and just says, "Well, something on your mind, Lucy?"
Should I leave the room before? I guess.
No, you
Sorry,
can
between-
walk
I
in.
almost there. Okay.
No, you can walk in like it's literally just an open conversation because I am some distance away.
Okay. Then I just came in. Okay.
Yeah, so something on your mind, Lucy?
These clothes.
Hmm?
It's been a while since I've actually had some different clothing.
Ah. She's gonna sort of circle around you. I could probably put something together if I could get the materials. But it depends on what style you'd want. You are a bit of a close-up fighter.
You can see Lucy's just looking at every single part of her clothing, like the arms, the legs. As she moves her one leg, the ball suddenly rolls a little bit forward but has no reaction. And she's just it's like she's gone silent and thinking to herself for a moment.
Well, I mean, if you have ideas you would like, I could possibly maybe look at creating somebody. I do enjoy creating clothes, as you know. She's gonna fiddle around with her gloves again. Interesting. But yeah, I mean, as long as you can get me the resources, I'm more than happy to design something for you. Maybe something that's more, how to put it? She looks at you with like sort of a head leaning a little bit. Bit more sort of designed for fighting, but still quite stylish.
She sort of just looks at you for a moment, then back at her own clothing. Bandages. You got any?
I can have a look. I don't think I do have any sort of bandages in my. Let me have a look. She goes through her explorer pack. I have one or two.
I'm expecting you want to trade.
What do you want them for?
Ideas.
If it's to do with clothes, you can have them. I've got enough healing potions for the time being. I can more likely buy some more bandages in town as well if we need them. But I'm sure many people have bandages on them. She goes into her thing. As she gives it to you, she sort of looks at you in sort of a, how to put it, not a serious way, but you'll notice that she's just sort of like staring at your eyes and just sort of not intimidating you, but sort of trying to understand you a little bit. And she's just gonna like sort of step back a little bit and sort of, you are an interesting one, aren't you?
I'm going to say this. As you looked into Lucy's eyes, you're going to notice she seems a lot calmer than normal.
You are an interesting one, aren't you? Mad 1 second, calm the next. It's almost like you have, how to put it, two personalities.
You see the moment that you say that, like, Lucy just looks at you and kind of like a little wide-eyed for a split second before calming back down.
But, hey, if you want some new clothes, you want some new designs, if you can get me the resources, I can make them. As I say, I'm always looking for new designs, how to put it. Broaden my knowledge, of maybe for fighting styles as well. It'd be interesting to make something for you. She's then gonna sort of lean over, like, and just basically whisper into your ear. But, you know, you can always just ask. There's no need to take things. And step back. She's gonna have like a little bit of a smile on her face.
The moment you say that, you can see a grin on Lucy's face, and she starts giggling.
You know what I'm on about then.
Well, as I say, we're in a land of thieves, murderers, and all kinds of weird things.
Just I'll put this. Don't get on my bad side. If you want something, ask. But don't go stealing from me again.
There are some people I can ask certain things, and there are others I daren't ask at all. You, on the other hand, I don't know. It's 50-50 with me.
As I say, don't try and push me. You may think of me as a backliner, weak. But I have certain things under my, how to put it, spell book that can give quite a punch. I'm not sure if, how to put it, my friends, or as you put them, my servants, which I hate, Kachi and Alrina found out, they might have someone to have some words with you. And all I'll say is, don't get on the elk's bad side. Even if you think you're strong. A raging elk? Yeah, 2 of them. You wouldn't stand a chance. And she's going to giggle a little bit and chuckle. Though it would be quite fun to watch. For now, I'll let them be. But don't try to steal from me again.
Whatever you say.
Typical response. Child as always. And there you're back to normal.
I mean,
You are one that I cannot understand. As I say, almost like split personality.
you can see the moment that you say that again, Lucy just pauses in mid-sentence as she was about to say that she kind of already commented about your elk friends, that she gives them some respect. Like, she literally goes halfway through the comment, but then stops as soon as you say split personality. She grabs her mask and puts it on her face.
I wonder what your other side is like. Maybe one time I'll meet them. Maybe they are. How to put it? Not respectful, but a little bit more sane.
She's going to pause for a moment and look over to Namara as she lifts up her mask slightly. Kind of like trying to gesture. Can I show them?
Namara's eyes flickering through the room. Nobody else seems to be here. She is smirking and then locking her eyes on Lear with a smile.
And with that, Lucy will then look back over to Leah. My other side. Okay. Come closer.
Takes a step closer.
Raise your hand.
Goes to raise a hand.
Put that hand on the halo.
She hesitantly goes towards it and touches it slightly.
As you do, you are going to hear a loud scream.
She immediately pulls her hand back and takes a step back. Chuckles a little bit. Maybe not sane. Or which one is that?
To tell you the same story as I told LeBron, or not tell you at all? Which side? Which side?
Yeah. There's a lot more to you than we think, isn't there?
Puts the mask back on. There is way more secrets I'm hiding, but you'll never find them out. Not all of them.
I don't suppose I will. But as I say, try not to step on my side, will you? If you want something, ask. As I say, all I really care about is getting my clothes out there, my items, my products. Money is merely a thing to me, but when I'm, how to put it, stolen from, it kinda irks me a bit. That they just couldn't come unasked.
Fine then. I know one clothing item you could possibly try to make. Boots. But I don't mean your average size boots. I don't mean the boots that only go to... the ball literally rolls up towards her ankle. Well, to his height. I'm talking boots that go over the knee.
I see. Well, if you can find me the resources to do it, I can have a look at doing them. Any sort of specific things you would like in it, these boots? Sort of traps, something for fighting. I don't think these boots will just be for how you look, the way you fight and you enjoy it.
As long as it's tight and does not come off when I go to kick someone, it is fine by me.
I see. Well, Get me the resources and I'll see what I can do.
LeBron, I need your hide.
Sorry, what?
she's just gonna. I mean, it would work.
Oh boy.
What did you say?
Lucy's going to start giggling after she makes that comment.
I'm being serious. We have hide there. We have leather there. I'm sure LeBron wouldn't mind having a little bit gone.
Hey, this is my hide, my leather. You are not touching my leather like that.
She's gonna look at her gloves and go, we could see about that. No, like have an evil grin on her face.
LeBron just slowly points at her with a glare, but with a smirk. Stop it.
What? You think I'm weak? I have other ways to... how to put it? Charm people, as you would say.
LeBron just walks over a bit and does a gentle flick on her forehead. No. And goes to walk away.
I'm sure Alrina could get some.
Fuck's sake.
Well, I would insist, keep our group members in one piece, please. But,
You know I'm joking.
of course. But, when we're about that already, I have to go to the market and look around for a color or something I can put on the slave, because I think I keep it.
Adding to the almost, how to put it, collection, are we? She's just gonna like wink at you and chuckle.
Collection? What collection?
Well, you have your dog, Salami. You have your shadow, and now you have a kobold. Almost, summoning a little bit of, an army, I would say.
You calling my summonings my collection? Interesting. If I would have any kind of collection, that would be my little pseudodrake here. She's tipping on the pseudodrake that is laying on her neck like a scarf.
You hear a muffled yell from the bathroom. Aren't we supposed to go and deal with the Chamberlain? Last figure one is him to keep waiting.
You're right, we should buckle up.
He has a point.
Well,
Oh yeah, I forgot about Chamberlain.
we are here now for like 1 or 2 hours. It shouldn't be that bad, and we still have like 7 days.
She's gonna look at you, Namera, and go, is there any chance I can sort of block my ears when I'm listening to him? He kind of... don't know what it is, his tone.
You mean
It just
LeBron?
knocks me off.
You mean LeBron?
No. I mean our lovely friend, the Chamberlain.
Oh, interesting thought.
Precisely.
Okay, LeBron.
Right. I'm just gonna look at LeBron.
You stay at home.
Look at LeBron. I'm gonna get my hand. I'm gonna get my hand. I'm going to go. Don't make me do it.
LeBron is now just laughing, just popping his head off.
Lear, you have to learn the silent spell, please.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I mean, I could silence LeBron as well. That would be brilliant as well. He wouldn't be able to scream then.
LeBron flips the bird at him. Fuck you.
Okay, anyway, guys, buckle up. We will go.
Alright.
Let's go.
Right,
Let's
I'm
see our
staying.
friend.
I've just been told I'm staying in here. Cool.
That was a joke.
Namara,
Yes.
Come on, LeBron. Come on.
can you
Come
help
on.
me for a moment?
All right.
Come on.
Okay, quick. What is it?
You can see Lucy goes through her bag and pulls out a rope and hands it to you.
What am I supposed to know what to do with it?
Hold that for a moment.
Okay. I hold it in my in my hands. Yeah.
You can see for a moment Lucy travels her fingers down the open part of her clothing until she reaches the bottom part of it where it joins together.
Mhm.
Yeah, that length will do. She puts all of her fingers into that opening and then decides to just rip. And she rips all the way around. It is now simply an open top. But she isn't wearing anything underneath. So she uses the bandages to try and wrap her chest. I'm gonna need that rope in a bit.
I see what you're doing there, and I can... Now, I take that bet. I don't know why you do it, but I guess you have an idea what you're doing there.
She starts bandaging around her breasts and all that until it fits in. As she looks down, you can see the ripped part where her pants is meant to join to the top part, as it was all a one piece, is starting to fall slightly. She grabs a hold of it. You got nails, don't you?
Like the iron ones?
No, finger nails.
Sure I have.
Just holds out the front a little bit. Could you make a little hole there and a little hole there? Points to like 2 little areas.
I have even a better idea how I can make it even cleaner. Stay still. I reach over with I take the clothing there with 2 fingers, lean over, and then bite it with my fangs, where she pointed out.
Yeah.
And then lean back. Fabric. But clean holds.
Thanks. Takes the rope, feeds the rope through, feeds it through both holes, ties it up, feeds it through again, ties it through the other side, and now her pants fits.
Quite surprising, because you two were talking about clothes beforehand. Anyway. The others are waiting.
Yeah, sure. And as she starts walking along, she takes off the new ripped kind of jacket and starts bandaging her right arm.
Lear, I guess you have no more important job with clothing. I point over to Lucy.
You should quickly just turn around. Oh dear God. Yeah, okay, I'll have a look.
So you're all going to the Chamberlain?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna bring you directly to his chamber because I don't want to make you drag all the way. Whoa, it's not that I wanted, it's that.
Oh boy. Nobody told me that kobold was pregnant.
Kobold. That's the gender.
Well, it needs 2 for that shit!
I know.
Okay, anyway. I'm moving forward and look around. Is there anyone who has a say before we enter?
Nope. Lucy is bandaging her right arm.
Nope, I'm fine.
Music again.
The music's great. I love it.
Okay. Okay, seems like nobody's here who can introduce us. And I guess at that point in time, we made a name for ourselves.
Oh, there's one guard who always keep following you, like all the way on the tower, but like on the top of the stair, he let you in directly, knowing like doing anything in this room is pretty much an execution. Yeah.
Okay, at that point, I will step forwards. My boots basically hearable on the stone floor, I guess.
Well, hello there. I didn't expect you so soon. Precisely.
So we meet again, Chamberlain. we bring very good news, but also a request from the army you sent there.
I always have a plan in case something goes wrong. If the fire giant would have sided with the devil, we'll be the one who would attack. But I was surprised they attacked first, to be honest. You must really have triggered them, isn't it?
Their ambassador lost the negotiations, and after him, if the fire giants don't side with them, nobody should. And so he tried to wipe out the fire giant and us as well. Well, that ambassador, Silvertongue was name, he is no more. We took care of that.
Wicked as am I see. He gave you one of the stare with his grin, where part of his cheek is gone, where you can see all the fang. But it's a wicked grin. You can see that, even as intimidating it is.
And with that, I look at everyone. Is everyone gathering around? Or is someone leaving back? I look over to Lucy and not to one of the chairs.
You see, Lucy's in her own world for a moment, and then she just looks over to you. Oh,
Take a seat.
Well, I do have some business with one of you first. Precisely. Certain, would you bring the paper for this little one? As Celadon walked toward directly Lucy and put paperwork to sign directly in front of you.
Lucy's just going to look at the paperwork and tilt her head. Oh, yeah, the bet.
The bet. Precise. You just have to sign for your little reward you ask it.
Can Lucy read this?
You can surely try.
Is it in common, though?
No, it is not. It's a language you never saw before.
Wicked bastard.
I'm curious to see what language.
So Lucy's going to look at the piece of paper. Then she's going to look
By
over at
any
Penguin.
chance, I'm gonna say it, any one of you know how to read draw?
Nope.
Wait, what?
Nope.
Bro.
Nope.
Wow.
No.
Oh, foul play, man.
Oof.
Lucy kind of just looks at the piece of paper, then looks over at Chamberlain.
Is
I
something
didn't-
wrong?
I didn't know this was a teaching lesson. What are you trying to teach me?
Nothing in particular. I'm only honoring the part of our bet. I'm an honest man after all.
Honest men with a language I don't know.
Never it was precise. I had to give you something in the same language we speak.
Then how do I know you're honoring your agreement?
Because I swore it. And your faith in me should be enough. After all, I didn't take your blood. But if you
Lucy-
want, we can just take off the deal. And I can take your blood instead.
Lucy's going to look over to Namera. Ugh.
Well, first of all, you made this deal with him, so I have no say in that. Second of all, he might have his own thoughts and ideas how to treat us, but so far we are on the same side, so I don't end the sentence, but look back over to the Chamberlain.
All this paperwork, it's only to give you the title you need to have those little accommodation in town. People will respect you and even would say fear you a little bit with this new title of yours. Nothing more than politics after all, but it should be bordering a great fighter like you.
You see Lucy smirks a little bit underneath her mask. Well, you won't be able to see it, but Lucy smirks underneath her mask. And then,
he can see it.
then for a moment, she's going to look at the Chamberlain. Who wrote this?
Personally did. I know approximately 12 language differently.
Oh my goodness.
So, any other person in this room know what language this is?
Zelatin would know, since he came from the Underdark.
Okay, then how about Silverton? Reads it out loud. I mean, if you've written it personally, that means he can't lie on your writing, because then the contract would be null and void, wouldn't it?
Yes, but in the same time it would be a huge waste of time. And a token to prove you do not trust me.
I'm not saying I don't trust you. I'm just saying I would rather know what I'm getting. And I
Jumper-
don't speak the language, so it's unfair on me not knowing what kind of wonderful scheme you might have put in there.
Chamberlain gonna look in direction of Mara. Should we rethink of our relationship here?
I would be very sad and very, very annoyed about my own team. I look over to Leah, and not Leah, to Lucy. I can understand your concern, Lucy, but you decided to play with the fire, and now you want more than you can get. Might he gives you what he promised you, and I don't see any reason why he shouldn't. But I am pretty sure he does not want to give you everything he has for you in store at once. See it like something you still have to progress to earn, like trust.
Lucy's gonna just sigh for a moment, but keep the contract under one hand. Fine. But you guys carry on with your talk. I'll sign it as we go along.
I insist you sign it in front of me. It's not my first rodeo, little one.
And do you have a pen?
Skeleton just push directly right beside you, directly the quill in the ink.
She takes the quill and starts writing her name.
Excellent. Immediately after you sign, Skeleton will give you a little seal with the representation of your mask on it. A little insignia where you can clearly see the horn of a dragon directly on it, but also mix max with the mask you have directly on this sign. So it would be the mask you have, but with two horns of a dragon.
Huh.
It's only like, I would say, a medallion, or if you prefer, like a brooch you can wear directly on your chest.
She just looks at it. Ah, interesting. Okay.
And one of the guards gonna come directly beside you, but with a parchment and a quill, and sit beside you, but immediately start drawing you, Lucy.
Lucy's gonna just look at the guy and kind of be confused about the whole thing.
So now that is done, we can go back to our other subject. I want every detail you had to bring me about the Fire Giant Kingdom. Every single one.
Well, first of all, I clap in my hands and Salami is joining next to me. And there are two things one is falling on the table, one is falling into my lap. In my lap, there is a black crystal that falls into my lap, and on the table, the parchment of the signed contract with the fire giants fall.
He's gonna just drag all the paperwork. It starts reading and same time as you talk.
The fight overall was one-sided, thanks to your army, so I don't really think I need to tell you anything about that. The fight against Silvertongue, a fire lurker, so quite a good choice to deal with fire giants. They thought the plans through, just not with us. We made a deal with them to sell 4,500 slaves to them. The garrison will be there stationary. They have the allowance to hunt in the nearby surroundings to keep up supplies. They also wanted a lot of money, but I was able to keep it in the awaited amount. And there's a few other things about this volcano that is only on a footnote mentioned in about this place and the contract we have. I was not really able to make a more precise deal, but there's a certain forge below the mountain in the Underdark. It is where some sort of black dwarves are working down there, and they call it a primal forge. Only we have access to that place, but it will be for sure not the last one and the last time we will see it.
He's gonna look at you for a moment, and he's gonna turn his gaze to LeBron. Is it true that she was only able to manage to make a deal for only you and your group? LeBron?
Right.
You heard the question? I'm role playing with you, LeBron.
He's dead.
Well, he's typing on the D&D. I'm kinda curious why now. I got caught in a conversation. Hang on a moment. Oh yeah.
Yeah, back. Sorry about that.
Did you hear what I said, or?
No, because as soon as you heard what was going on, the door opened and just wondered what was going on. Then the conversation kicked off. Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna redo it. Is it true that my trusty ambassador here only could manage to make a deal for only you adventurers to go in the Underdark in this primal forge? Only you?
He looks over to Namara for a little help.
He's looking directly at you, LeBron. The question is at you.
Namara stated before that only we are allowed to go into the Underdark to the Primal Forge, according to the contract he's holding in a sense.
The question is, he's asking, is if Namara was only able to negotiate for them to go in there, and if there was no other options.
I remember. Fuck. Shit.
And that's why, guys, we do recaps. See, Sky? Told you.
And his history's
my
minus
best.
1. Fuck. He's not the smartest guy.
What you think Chamberlain is asking you right now?
Fuck. I need to do a history check.
Renee, he's breathing around. It's like. I think you broke him. Like,
Alright.
he didn't even had a
With the
net
quest-
1. He had a
with
net
the
0.
With the question that the Chamberlain asked him,
I'm not giving you any clues whatsoever because of that
No.
one.
at that point, he's dumbstruck. He has no idea what to say.
You have to give an answer though.
He's just stuck, just going,
Namara is turning her head towards you, nailing you now with her gaze.
He's now, for once, breaking sweat with concern because he has no fucking idea what's going on now.
Is Lucy able to intervene?
You can try.
What would I have to roll?
What do you want to say? That's the question.
I want to answer for LeBron, but I'm also not trying to insult him, but kind of just saying his mind's more focused on battle. Anything else, he's brain dead.
I would say roll a persuasion.
Okay. 18.
Okay, go for it.
You ain't gonna get anything out of him. You see, his mind ain't there. Out of battle, it's like talking to a brick wall. In battle, the man's like a genius. So, as we're out of battle, you're not really gonna have any great conversation when it comes down to remembering stuff. But he knows that, you know, the signing that only our group could have, he was there. But because no battle was there, I believe he kind of just switched off.
I suppose that maybe the Flame Lurker hit him way too hard on the head again. Since before, in other meetings, he was quite eloquent, but now all I see is fear and panic in his eyes.
Well, he's almost been dead, so, you know, you kind of expect him to be afraid of something.
I see. And you, looking at Leah directly. Anything to add on this conversation? After all, you were my second ambassador over there.
Not really. The fact that I now have a loyal giant within the actual Fire Giants realm should be another sort of, how to put it, card for you to play.
And about this contract of only your group to go in the Underdark, you know nothing about? You can negotiate for, let's just say, some of my personal men to be able to investigate those Dark Iron Dwarf?
Let's just say we were under, not pressure, but how to put it. You were asking a lot originally. We got you your deal. We stumbled upon the Underdark. We negotiated that we would be able to look into it, because at the time we needed to, for battle circumstances. Maybe later on we can go back and negotiate something else, but that wasn't originally in the negotiations. So the fact that we have access is still an advantage to you, because, as I seem to remember, you have our blood, you know where we are, you can look through one of our eyes, So, if we ever need to go back there for you, you should be able to see through us.
You know, in the moment you phrase it literally like you said it right now, you see proud in Mara's eyes gazing over you.
I will say roll a persuasion with an advantage.
Okay. Oh, this is going to end well, isn't it? Ah, here we go. Good old rolls time.
I swear, if you get 2 nat ones, I'm just gonna kick your ass.
Oh god, that was close to
Oh my lord.
You'd have to say that.
I'm gonna roll something. Well, I suppose you did well, and seeing the circumstance, I wouldn't be a pity player, I would say. So I would say well done. Precisely. So the contract is done. Let's see, the end of Slave. Anything else I should know?
Indeed. Beside what my fellow sorcerer here said about our circumstances, about the Underdark, there's one more thing I need to inform you. The garrison with the Bloodstain of the Desert is holding position there, but more fights are to be expected in a relative soon time. And they asked for a young dragon to assist them.
I see. Indeed. But it's not in my power directly. I should ask directly the High Council for it, but seeing the circumstances, I would probably see that they will agree. He would snap his finger as you see Silatin starting running directly the stairs to send the message.
It is to your best interest, and even so you might... At least I can say you didn't trust me on the part with the Underdark. That's why you're concerned, I would say. But keep in mind, we are working with you and for you. Your interests are our interests, and the last thing I don't really want to be happening is to be redundant for you. So making ourselves important for you is also in my interest.
I didn't reach my position by trusting anybody, I would say blindly. Especially somebody of your caliber. I mean, you're quite a fair player. And maybe even in the future could even achieve something of my position. I'm just making sure for you to learn from certain lesson in same time as I send you on mission. You could say you maybe like my pupil right now.
To be the Eye of the Chamberlain. That's a sort I like.
Precisely. But you did quite well. So I suppose you all deserve a reward for this expedition. And after this, I have another mission for you. But we can talk also of free time if you need to relax and let the heat of the battle pass over your shoulders.
I look into the group because that is something I want to statement from everyone. I wouldn't mind either. How does you all see that?
I do not mind either one.
A little break would be nice, but if we need to get on with the next mission, we need to get on with it. The more information we find about this land, the better it is for us. But if people want a break, I'm happy to do that.
See, Lucy's just slouching on that chair. Not really worried about much now, although still kind of concerned about the contract. But she kind of just nods.
Very well. I shall reward you with 2,000 gold piece each, and I let you decide that one of you will regain the blood I took from him.
Who should it be? I look into the group if I would think about who should get lifted of that blood curse or blood spell, whatever you want to call it. It's
Crying.
people to people. Yeah, I mean, it depends on the person and the point of view. For the person next to me, it might be a curse.
You guys are more important. Deal with yourselves.
Huh. Well, Lucy is from the begin with not target of the spell. Eulibron seemed to be highly unaffected by the thought that someone always knows where you are.
No, it's not that. You guys are more smart and more important. As reminded, I am only made for battle, not for this.
In this group, everyone is equally important to me. Think about this, Lebron. When I catch you talking about yourself as less, you might have a talk later on. But from what I see, the one with the most grudge about this happening would be Lear, and as far as I can see that, Lear's on our side, even so not a friend of mine, but I vote for Lear to get lifted of the spell.
She's gonna look at you a little bit with a slight raised eyebrow. Maybe not me.
Oh.
Who do you else then have in mind, Lear?
I was thinking more catchy.
Why Kachi?
They have sort of, how to put it, things that could be useful to us. Things that can be certain traits that could be useful. If you get what I mean. In circumstances that maybe, I don't know, prying eyes wouldn't be wanted.
Well, the only one that has bite eyes upon us is the Chamberlain. And when you can bear it to have the spell longer upon you, then I have nothing to say against it. Does anyone else have a word in this?
And Shelley still shakes his head,
I don't
looking
have
down.
nothing against it.
You can hear Lucy's just ask the guard a random question.
Yeah, I saw it. I was answering, but you just shake his head saying no, and you keep just drawing you.
No, then. The answer might be clear. Catchy, the bet. Will it be then?
Very well. One of the guards would bring the little silver box, open it, and hand you directly the vial full of catchy blood.
I look at it. Look at Leah. Your friend, your blood. I hand over the vial to Leah.
She grabs it, puts it into her pocket. Not really saying anything.
So now, will you require some free times before I give you your next assignment?
As the
Could be
group,
good.
as the group here seems to be quite eager to continue. At least nobody really was persistent to take a break. I would say we are good to go on, but depending on the mission, I would request 1 or 2 days to prepare.
Just in case, I would say 2 days. The next mission is actually passing the enemy front line. Precisely. It would leave the desert for once and reach an old friend and ally of the suzerain, Black Scale, who live in the swamp. His castle is under siege, but because of all the trickery this old man has done, and all the traps, nobody can siege and storm the castle. So they're starving the devils to death and pushing them at night, slaying them in their sleep, causing pure chaos in those wicked devils.
Right, you see Lucy suddenly shoots up. Kind of just has a smile underneath the mask.
Every castle can be sieged. It's just a matter of time.
You might change your mind seeing this one, but for now, the mission would be to reach and contact Black Scale, since we prepare a collaboration. I would say an attack organized together. So people of the desert and the swamp will charge directly the devils at the same time, causing them to be stuck between a anvil and a hammer, if you know what I mean.
A pincer attack. Quite familiar.
No, you can go, I was just saying precisely.
Quite familiar with that kind of warfare, since my master used stuff like that to conquer their new territory. Besides that, ambushes in the night are also something I'm familiar with, but yes.
You will need to find a way to overpass the enemy front line and venture in the swamp and reach the Stormed Castle. Passing the enemy front line could be tricky, but you would have many opportunities. They cannot have eyes everywhere. Though reaching the siege would be a little more difficult for your group, I would say. You would need, I would say, trickery and ruse for it. But if you do, I will promise 10,000 gold piece per person and another vial of blood.
That sounds reasonable, but the price might also resemble the difficulty of the mission. So good to know. What is it what we can give Black Scale to, well, ask for or to make him agreeing to what we have to offer him?
You only have to handle the scroll. As he pulled out the scroll from his sleeve, directly, completely sealed with his mark on it. And when you give it to him, make sure this one is the one handling the scroll.
So, I see. I will remember this. See it as to be done.
You can try to read it. I wish you good luck on that, since it's only made magically for Black Scale to be able to read. In that way, if you are captured, none of you would know exactly what is happening on this scroll.
Don't bring me into, well, wanting to try it. But
Precisely.
it's our next mission, so the target is clear, and how long will it be that we will have to travel to this place?
On foot, it would be 30 days of walk, directly before you will reach the front line. After that, passing the enemy line will depend the trajectory you take. And to reach the castle the moment you reach the swamp would be, I would say, 10 days.
30 days. That seems to be an interesting ride then. We will make sure that we find maybe something to shorten that time. Beside that, the person that was bringing us to the Fire Giant's place, he vanished or got murdered during the assault of the devils. We never heard from him again.
He was only paid for your travel, not to risk his life waiting for you. I am not surprised he did disappear, but I'm sure you can find another way of transportation in town, especially with that juicy reward I just gave you.
We will figure something out. So, if that is everything, I look at Chamberlain with a question, with a questioning face.
Yes. You may dismiss.
Thank you very much.
Precisely.
I stand up, taking the crystal, handing it over to the little doggo again that disappears in its little pocket dimension. Thump.
That disappearing is on my desk! Kill all of them! No, that's
Well, alright then. I'm just gonna run away.
I turn around, looking at the Chamberlain once more. One day.
Have a good evening. Precisely.
You enjoy saying that way too much.
I know. I love this character so much right now.
I want to put earbuds in my fucking ear. I am going to find the silent spell. Fuck this shit.
So,
You going back home?
for
Because
now,
it's evening, it's getting dark right now. So.
yeah, for now we heading home. A nice bed we can sleep in.
So, just very quickly before you head in, Nakara, Leah's going to turn to you. There was a reason I chose Kachi.
I'm eager to hear it. I'm surprised still.
Well, she has quite good ears,
Yes.
and she can overhear things. I was just thinking, we would rather not Chamberlain know certain things that she might hear. We don't know when he can pop into her heads, we don't know how he can pop into her heads. With her having longer range and he'd be able to hear things, I just thought, might be the better way to go.
Concealment of information. I understand.
You know, you can see through the eyes, but you know Kachi is blind, right?
Yeah, but you can still see through it though.
No. Because
Oh.
Kachi is blind is wasteless.
For fuck's sake. I thought you were like, I thought just because he had that power. Oh, for fuck's sake, never mind then. Fucking hell.
So you just technically just wasted a.
Yeah.
In other words, I mean, I had a feeling that we were wasting it, but it was Lear's wish, and my goal was to
Fucking
expect
tell me!
Lear's wish.
Can't metagame. You can't metagame.
That's the point. My character is not so sure about what the spell is included.
Well, yeah,
either.
Leah doesn't know how the spell works technically, so she doesn't know. Even though she's blind, doesn't mean that you can't still look through.
Well, you know where she is on the map, you just can't see where the fuck she is, like from her eyes, so you just know
Yeah,
where she
I know.
is.
What I'm saying from Leah's point of view, that even that you have that power to be able to look through eyes, Kachi still has eye there. Yes, she can't see through, but it doesn't stop the Chamberlain seeing through.
Yeah, she has bandages over her eyes, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But we don't know what sort
even...
of power. Yeah, but we don't know what sort of power they have.
No. Think about it like this. Whatever your character sees is how he would see it. So Catchy being blind, unable to see, it wouldn't matter if they wore the bandage or not. If they took the bandage off, Catchy cannot see. He would just see nothing.
Ah, well. Never
He's
mind.
seeing the world through Catchy's eyes. But because Catchy can't see the world and it's all sonar, he would just see complete darkness. It's like turning on the TV and getting no reception.
Ah, well.
Okay, just to trigger you one more time, now then.
Precisely.
Fuck you. You fucking... I am going to fucking murder him at some point. Don't know how, don't know when, but I am fucking going to murder him.
What did I do against you? All I do is give you mission and reward you guys.
I don't care. So fucking
So,
tone the way you speak just arcs me.
So how much money did we get from that guy?
2,000.
Oh my god. Okay.
We're gonna-
Ah,
we're
yay,
gonna
I'm
head
nearly
towards-
full again. Lovely.
I was gonna head towards Namera. At some point, I wouldn't mind putting the money into that portal, but maybe I'll keep the 2,000 for now. I might go
We
on.
still have
actually-
our spectator down there.
Yes, no, actually, I wouldn't mind getting some money out if we're going to be here for 2 days. I wouldn't mind looking for something. A bit more protection for myself.
You still know how much you put in?
Yes.
So you want a part of your money, so we can go down and get it from there. Just follow me.
Who dare? Oh, it's you, Master.
I hope you did your task quite well.
I killed several mouse.
Farewell. Good. I want to get some of the treasure out. And some of the treasure.
Wow, wow, wow. There you go.
So, I take 2,000 gold out and put. Actually, for now, I put 1,000 in of mine. And handing out the gold towards Leah.
2,000 will do nicely. Hopefully I can find something with this. Bit more protection. Just...
Protection.
I mean in battles. Ay.
Kill in battles.
Oh, fart.
Seems like she has slight problems with you, but actually I like you.
I like any conversation possible.
I see why.
How was your journey, Master?
Oh, it was quite an experience, but also very dangerous. So I always had a calm heart because I know someone is here and is taking care of the place.
I would like to hear about your journey, Master.
Well then, I sit down and would start to tell him about the journey. But if some other people want to roleplay, they have first place.
Just roll me a d20 in performance for the story.
Performance, you can have that. 20.
Perfect. He is really far away to become insane.
Keeping my minions in check.
Anybody else want to do something else?
What would I have to roll
Yeah.
to actually
I'm
like
typing.
throw an object or flip an object?
Athletic? It's not precise. I'm guessing you want to flip the table, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So athletic.
Yep.
Why flipping my desk?
You'll find out why. 10.
You try, but it's kind of a little bit too heavy for you because it's a heavy desk, not just a table.
Dan proceeds to get more angry, walks off. Now throws the chair.
A cleric.
Oh yeah, that chair's fucked.
Yeah, that chair is fucked. There's no chair at this desk anymore.
That chair has gone all the way over here. Into the wall.
Hey, chair, you bitch!
That's basically it.
Anybody else want to roleplay?
Oh, I'm not role playing.
Okay, LeBron, Leah, it's up to you now.
So she's walked his room seeing LeBron slumped in a chair. Huh. Not your usual cheerful self, I see. But you even got your first kill. I thought you'd be happy. She wanders over to the bookcase.
Flaw was exploited.
What flaw?
Been countlessly saying, when it comes to talking, social or politics, whatever it is, I'm useless. And the Chamberlain knew. He knows. If he was using the spy thingy, blood, whatever. And with that, and asked me the question that I know, and I'm sure she knows, that I would not be able to answer. But he did it anyway.
I'm gonna turn towards the bookcase, sigh a little, and just go, everyone has their weakness, LeBron. Even me. Being the fact I am, what should you say, definitely not a close-range fighter. But I'll give you this. The Chamberlain, to me, is a piece of work. I don't trust him, never have done. But people like that will, how to put it, do that. They will find a weakness. They will exploit it. Believe me, I've been in many a position like that. It's not to get dear down, LeBron. As I say, we all have our weaknesses. Every single one of us.
Your
But-
weakness is not as easy to exploit than mine. You can get a distance, and you're safe. Well,
Being
that
at this,
is a constant flaw.
being at distance isn't always good, LeBron. You're at the back lines. You're open. You're open to attack from behind. It is still a weakness. And people will exploit it. I have no doubt about it.
Both of you roll me perception.
Perception? Okay.
Leah, LeBron, perception.
Gotcha.
Okay, bear with.
Perception. Perception, where are we? Go.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah.
Yeah, they don't hear you, Lemmy, even if you scream.
Okay, was just making sure.
But, as I say, everyone does have a weakness. And people will use it to exploit it. Enemies will always utilize to exploit it. As I say, I don't trust the Chamberlain. I don't trust many people. They have to gain my trust. Hence why I'm trustful of Kachi and Alrina. I've been around them for years. They're like my family. You could say I trust you a little bit, LeBron, as well. You've shown your power in battle.
Well, that's the first I've heard a compliment from your lips.
I tease you, LeBron. It's fun to watch. And of course, you're quite close to Alrina. I'm not going to say anything against you. But it is quite fun to tease you, I'll give you that. She's gonna like have a little wink and a little chuckle to herself. But as I say, Everyone has a weakness. The Chamberlain will have a weakness. We just need to find it. And I'm sure Namera is working on something to try and find out. We don't always need to be his underdogs. His servants, as we would put it.
You know, I may be one of the least intelligent of the people, but I know for sure it's not wise to talk things like that. Especially when we're still under the influence of that Chamberlain's spell, whatever it is. You may never know,
Honestly-
he might be even listening to this as we speak, and already
Honestly-
is 3 steps ahead.
Honestly, I don't care. As I say, I will do his bidding. Doesn't mean I have to be nice about him. He's going to have a hissy fit because I said something bad about him. And he's not an adult. There are always people talking behind people's backs. It's standard stuff in politics. All you have to be is do what they want. If you do what they want, they're usually happy. Believe me, I've been around nobles, that sort of kind, all my life. I've had to deal with them.
So,
They've always got
a
one
bit like-
thing
So you and
in my
Namara are kind of the same,
No, I'm not a noble.
but you've experienced with nobles.
I deal in business with them.
Therefore, a similarity.
No. You're gonna see her get kind of like a quite angry face on her, like on her. Don't compare me to them, LeBrun. That's one thing I ask.
Yeah.
They fucked us over in the past. They'll fuck us over again. And I
Well,
will
alright,
have my
alright.
revenge.
The last thing I wanted was to cause any problems. Well, make any beef. No pun intended.
You might want to ask Kachi and Arena about it as well. They were there with me when it all
Right.
kicked off.
I smell a story gonna be brewing.
Possibly for another time. But yes, as I say, LeBrun, nobles, they always have something in their back of their mind. They always have something planned up their sleeve that they don't tell the people about. I mean, it's humans. They always have something. I
Well,
believe.
the Chamberlain is definitely not human, yet he's a noble, so that makes a worse kind of noble.
Yep.
I
As I
mean,
say, you just keep your wits about you. And if he says anything again, just, as I say, ignore it. He will try to exploit any weaknesses within people.
well, the only way I can throw at him is throw my axe at his face. But other than that, I'm going for a drink.
Well, I will see you around.
Yeah. Oh. Just one thing.
He quickly goes into his room, looks for a decent place, and puts the head of his prize trophy hung up on the wall.
Oh.
I still have venom dropping for the mouth of his trophy.
Oh. I need to work on that.
It needs cleaned up.
Takes it off the wall. Quickly goes around to try and find a decent place to have privacy to clean it up.
Let's jump out directly at Lemmy as LeBron is starting to clean up and Leah is still sighting.
What's up?
I said Leah is still sighting. You
mean
do so
sighting?
much sight. Ah.
Oh, sighing. Oh, so I said
Yeah.
sighting, sighing. Alright, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm about to do some shopping.
At
Well,
night.
Out
it's-
the door.
It's night right now, so it
Oh.
would be dangerous for you. I
Okay,
don't
in which
say
case
you
I'm going
can't,
to
but
sleep.
I don't think any shop would be open right now.
Oh, well, in that case, I didn't realize it was night.
So for Lemmy, is gonna do something really quick.
I cleaned it nicely.
I'm gonna rise the music because I love this music. Oh, hello there. Sorry, by any chance is Liwo in?
And you are?
It's embarrassing. I'm one of her old friends, actually. We went at the same board college. College of Lore?
Name?
Oh, yes, I'm Tavern. Tell her we went at the same school. In our room, actually, because we were roommates. We had like that giant stuff at the stag. And just for a laugh and giggle, we put a crown on it. She should know who I am after. We've been living like, what, 2-3 years together, I think?
Okay, stand there. I'll go get them.
Very well.
See, she hasn't shut the door, she's kind of just accidentally left it open as she wanders off.
Epic Sabin, I ever can walk away from my talking.
It's a long talking, so I would say...
Just stay then, just stay then.
I would
Lucy.
say, yeah, you can when you want. But, like, by roleplay, just be fair in the same time, I trust.
Yeah, of course.
Lucy bangs on Lewo's door.
The door just opens by its own.
My door don't do that. I want my door to do that every time I go towards it.
What is it? She turns towards you.
Lucy sort of just inspected the door as she started speaking. So there's a strange person who claims to be your friend that's outside.
Who in the devil just... She picks up her hat. And she just walks out.
So to the side, inspects the door, closes door, walks. He looks strange.
At this point, I haven't seen anyone not strange at this point.
He says he's like your friend or something.
It's
Friend
a
of
she.
what?
It claims it's your friend.
Huh. Why did you leave the door open?
Oh, I left it open. Okay, I'll jump through the window then.
No, don't do that. No, don't.
Lucy smashes the window open and sticks her head through it. She's coming.
Very well. Leo! So good to see you. It's been so long. Well, been like 2-3 years?
What?
Well, I heard you were in town, so I just passed around. Actually, the Grand Master of the College of Lore wanted to see one of your representation in person if you wanted. Here! She handed you directly a scroll seal with a Cronit's tag on it.
Uh-huh.
Let me send you something real quick.
Alright. Just wait for that. Oh, I'll just roll a...
AFK for half a second.
I can't believe this is happening. Alright.
You tell me when you're good, Sky.
Yeah, I'm just really going. And so what you want?
It was just to pass the message because he wished to see you play so much, especially around the port in town. Like, you were so talented. Like, can you believe? Like, she gonna pass her arm around Leo, on your shoulder, looking at Lucy. Can you believe this girl has won every single competition? I never stood a chance to win against her.
Interesting. What instrument did you play?
I was pretty good with the flute, but I had to give up on that. Now I'm just a singer. Well, not even a main singer. I'm just how you call let's just say it's something to enchant the main singer in the background.
So you used to play the flute, and you
Yes.
blew that chance. Okay.
Oh, I love the pun. I love this one, Leo. Oh, you got to keep her. Be ashamed something bad happened here.
Pause for. My connection just cut out. I heard nothing you said.
Damn it.
Well, I went
She
full
just-
on silent because my whole connection for some reason decided to die in the middle.
Okay. She basically said she was playing the flute to Lucy after Lucy told her what she was playing and all the good time she spent with her. And it would be and Lucy make a pun about like one of the things she said because she was blowing her chance away to play the flute. She said that she liked Lucy and that'd be a shame something happened to her. She has currently her arm around your shoulder right now. Right, guy? Did you lose again this connection?
Oh, no.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on a second, hold on.
He's gonna restart.
yeah, it's fine.
This is going well.
Fucking
Them two are literally having a battle in Hell's Kitchen right now.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
It's 1 for 1 by 1 point each.
Yeah,
Hold
slightly.
on. When it comes to the ending, I've got a scene. I've got to roleplay that scene. Like I'm
Alright,
gonna
go for it.
fucking roleplay that scene when it comes to the ending part.
He's back.
Welcome back.
Come back.
Welcome back, Sky, as well.
Should be okay, I think. I think.
Okay.
Did you hear everything I said, or
Nope.
No, but the part I just repeat. I didn't roleplay more.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I heard about the whole flute thing, yeah.
Yeah. And Lemmy said like it'd be a shame if she blew again her chance with the flute. And she said, "Oh, I love this one. This one is funny. I love this one. It'd be a shame something happened to her, Leo."
Uh-huh. At this point, it's not like my sense of humor is still there, but you know, sure.
So I hope to see you soon. Anyway, got to go. I was just here to bring you the message from the Grandmaster.
Alright.
Have a good night, and hope to hear your music again. And you, keep the puns really funny.
Yeah.
She just closes the door. Her eyes flashes red. Ah, well, that was fucking useless again. Alright. It's like holding the paper, just fucking and group walk pretty much at this point.
Well, you
This
can
is just
start smelling food being cooked, and a lot of loud noise in there. Intense stuff going on in here.
Oh yes, quite intense.
Oh!
Oh my god. Okay.
Jesus Christ, am I seeing a fucking contest over there? Jesus Christ.
It's neck and neck practically.
Fuck. It's an intense cooking fat battle there.
Oh my. I wonder who shall win this. Who knows?
Right. Anyone else still role playing at the moment?
That's fine.
Oh, it's literally just Namera and Lucy kind of just talking at the door.
Okay. We're just waiting, are we?
I mean, you can roleplay it because me and Nakara are literally typing out.
Oh, okay.
So LeBrun is literally carrying the massive meat feast, just literally placed on the on a massive dish, all nicely cut. Makes it his way on the table, just adding a couple of a bit of herbs on top as decoration, but also add it as an extra tiny bit of taste alongside with the sauces.
Yeah. I've just added the entire basket of herbs that I found this morning into the dish. The full basket that I picked not that long ago into the soup I'm making.
So
and
we're gonna have to.
Well.
So far, with the 3 performance checks we've done, you were winning by 1 point with your performance by 11 to 12. Then I snuck up in making a tie break, like with the cooking, 23 to 22. And then I come up on top with the score of another 23 to 22.
I don't know. I think mine's ready.
Yeah, I think it's ready. But as the score says, it's 2-1 to LeBrun. It's a victory for LeBrun. Yes!
We have to taste them now to make sure. Roll of survival.
Oh! Yes!
No. You want to play this game fair? You got to have a third party do the taste test.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Right. We grab
So you have to
that?
bring your food out.
Oh yeah.
Come on,
right.
let's get the stuff. I get the meat. Get my meat feast in
Alright.
separate plates and start hurrying out. And before he goes out, he reaches over, grabs a little chef hat on top of his head, and then goes out the door.
I grab some plates, some silverware, and the pot, and I bring it over to the table.
Here's some food. Just starts putting the plates on the table.
I guess it doesn't matter which table.
Nah, doesn't matter.
Okay, well in that case, I plug the soup thing in the middle, surround it with plates and silverware. Done.
He pokes his head out of the kobold. You want some food?
Point out the kobold.
Yes, master. You can see 5 eggs directly on the nest.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah,
Oh.
come.
He just starts coming. He goes in and puts the plate on the table.
Yeah.
So what the kobold hat sees is one plate full of nicely diced up meat, nicely cooked alongside with marinated sauces of different flavors, and with a couple of herbs on top as the cherry on top. Next to it
Yep.
is
Sitting on the floor, by the way.
Oh, he can sit at the table if he wants.
LeBrun picks the kobold out and puts him on the chair.
Don't sit on the floor. You sit on chair.
But when I get beat up just to be there, I'm a
Not
slave.
really.
He head pats the kobold.
No. You're a taste tester. I'm besides hungry.
Yep.
Now,
Okay.
Carla,
Yes.
what's your dish?
Alright. I bring him this bowl with silverware, of course. And inside the bowl, there's like this beef stew. Which is like more like a soup than like stew. and there's all kinds of herbs and everything. It looks really well done. The meat is like all different kinds.
And I see your rolls are quite good, so we won't die from food poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as you see the score, it is a 2-3. I mean a 2-1 score. But as you see, it's fucking close. Very close.
Food! As he starts eating like everything in mixed bags. It's not like a taster, it's really like he's fucking swallowing the most he can before he's afraid to take the plate away.
No, it's fine.
Hey, slow down.
There's
It's not like we're gonna
plenty.
take the bowl.
Yeah, plenty more.
Take your time, enjoy the taste. I mean, it'd be a waste if you don't enjoy it, than just eating it whole. Ah, there you are.
Ah, yes.
Order up.
Yep.
We have my meat feast and Carla's stew. Or is it soup
Yes.
or stew?
It was stew, pretty
Stew.
much.
Yeah. But yeah,
Taste
which
and
one's
see
better?
Which one y'all
you to
like.
decide.
First of all, before I look at the two plates and then I glare over to the kobold.
He told me I could.
Whose
LeBron
master are you
pats
again?
the shoulder.
I did.
Who's your master again?
There's something wrong?
Go back outside. I go work.
He's going outside.
LeBron slowly looks back at Namara, with a glare.
He needs to know his place. There's a certain order in this world, and I will not let it get to waste. I will not eat with the slave at the same table.
Okay.
Next time, I'm getting him food with not having you interfering his feast.
Fine by me. I just, as I said, not at the same table. So, let's see what you two have there.
Yep.
I want to inspect before I eat.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right,
Go ahead.
so what are you? Which one are you inspecting first?
First yours.
Okay, so what you see on my plate is literally a meat feast. Difference of alongside the different sauces to marinate the meat. It looks firm. It looks fairly cooked, fairly marinated, alongside with a couple herbs on top.
Decent, but still enough. Good. I look over to Carlos.
Oh, alright. In mine, you see pretty much a mixture of beef and vegetables mixed together. You see a fair amount of herbs in it, and it looks really well appetizing. And it looks fairly well done. And it smells wonderful.
With which one should I start? I know Lebrun's abilities in the kitchen very well, so I kinda would say know what is awaiting me. So, Lebrun, I hope you're not disappointed when I get with the surprise first.
Well, it is up to you. Besides, when Carla started cooking first time and did a decent job, I felt like a bit of a competition was kicking off, so... yeah.
I was overhearing that, yes. And I
By the
guess
way,
another reason.
there's a broken chair in the corner here.
And I was...
He slowly looks at the chair.
Alright. Who broke my chair?
Heavy.
Okay. I will taste Carla's first.
Uh,
Not eating too much. Just enough so I have an idea of everything that is in the stew.
Uh,
Is there anything to it, Apex?
Hmm?
Is there anything to the two meals?
Oh, you got to ask the one who cooked for it. I wasn't part of that, to be honest. So
Just real quick, I'm going to whisper something to Leah. So if it's okay with you guys, I'm just going to pull Northern into a different channel.
yeah, sure.
Because it's literally a short conversation between me and Leah.
Okay.
Right.
Just send me a summary by DM after that. Limit.
Okay, will do.
Okay.
Gaming 1, Northern.
So I just look back to the performance rolls you two did. I guess you did multiple performance rolls, right?
yeah.
So there was 3 performance rolls that we did against each other.
We were evenly matched.
Very fucking close.
11, 12, 23, 22, and 23, 22 again.
22.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is basically identical.
I would say it's noble grade kind of food on the table.
After taste testing the first one, I take something from LeBrun's stuff and also make it the same way, test tasting, getting an idea of everything that is on the plate. In a
Okay. So as you take the bite out of the fairly sliced piece of meat, you can see as you cut it, you could definitely see the redness still inside, nicely cooked.
Oh, nice.
As you take a bite into it, the taste melts on your tongue, especially when you feel the juiciness of with the redness inside. Then you end up tasting the extra flavor of the marinated sauce that was blending into the cooking.
That is actually outstanding. You took it quite well, I have to say. It's actually something I could have awaited in my castle back then. Of the grade of, well, something even a noble would find appetizing.
Who's the winner then?
He's literally looking at Namara.
Which one's the winner?
So
Check
close to
you
wanting
choose
a
on
winning.
Because they too close on the roll and let you choose on that. It's personal taste, Namara.
Yeah.
It is personal taste that would kick off, yeah.
I look from Carla over to LeBrun, from LeBrun over to Carla. I would say this time my finger is going over the plates slowly. I would say it's. I look at again to both of you. Carla. And looking over
LeBrun's
to
face
LeBrun.
drops with absolute shock and then falls to his knees.
But I have to say, in a noble's place, there's always, and I repeat myself, always, not only one meal, you're getting several, one after another, like on a banquet, you would say. First grade, second grade, third grade. So I have to say, I would take Carlos first, and afterwards, I take the plate with the LeBrun stuff again to me and start eat. That would be quite the next. The only question I have Sorry, you first.
Well, before you can say anything, LeBrun has his little chef hat. He puts
Oh.
it down, puts it on the table, and slowly walks away.
Oh, the chef
Bren.
hat.
There's
Lucy
only
Closes the
has.
door.
So I would say your boss one.
Why, thank you.
I just wonder how the dessert might be then. Because that would be the third.
I'm not sure.
At Apex, I will DM at you in a moment.
Numera is standing up, cleaning her mouth a little bit from the food, and is walking then away. With a smile on her face.
That's just broken, LeBrun. Bully broken him.
When he takes it like that to his heart, and is not listening to Numera, I cannot do anything against it.
I imagine there's quite a bit of food left.
Oh, there's still plenty. There's still plenty of food around.
Uh,
I mean, LeBrun gave gave the portion that the kobold didn't fully finish back over to him so he could finish.
I'm just gonna eat some, but not a good bit. Like, just enough. It's quite tasty.
LeBrun is just defeated. He's just done. He's done.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go at Leah and
Yep.
Lucy. Yeah! As you came in, you can see 3 dead bodies on the floor. All worn out, laser burned, frozen, separate, bitten. And you can see the spectator is quite damaged in the same time, but still up. As you see the bandits right there wearing capes, mask, and everything to hide their identity.
Well, something definitely happened here.
Lucy just looks at the dead bodies, then looks at the spectator. What happened?
They came and tried to take the treasure. I killed them.
I see. Did they say anything?
I didn't let them say anything. Somebody was begging for his life. I hit his head.
Ah,
I mean, that is one way to kill them. Apex, can I investigate the body to see if I can see any sort of signs or symbols on them?
Yeah, you can try.
Okay, let's see if I can. Let's see what that one.
Investigation.
Investigation. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Ooh,
19
got a good roll.
plus 1. There's nothing in particular you won't find on them directly. They all wear kind of the same gear. Would say to you they a little bit organized.
So no sort of symbols or anything on the clothes that I see. They're just basically in black capes.
It's all blend. It's like black,
Okay.
dark blue capes, mask and everything. Different races, but around the same age.
Well, maybe you were right. Maybe they were linked to that person.
maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But someone tried to get in.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to think. There's nothing else in there but the money. What could have they else been after? If they
May
were
I
into that
eat
kind-
the rest of the bodies?
Just gonna have just a quick check. Well, there's nothing we can gain from it, so if it helps you heal back up, then go for it.
Which
Nom nom.
body is the most intact?
The one in front of Leah right now.
Okay. Lucy's gonna suddenly turn towards the spectator. Eat these two. Keep the one that's intact.
You can hear the crunch of bone breaking and the meat being slammed as you hear, like somebody who chew mouth open in a restaurant. Like,
Yeah.
Ah, it reminds me a bit of when the plant eats their enemies.
She doesn't eat bone. She leaves the skeleton.
So, Leah, as we look at this body,
Mhm.
you're gonna see that Lucy clenches her fist,
Hmm.
and she goes from white to black. The hair, her eyes, whatever parts of the clothing is still
Hmm.
on her from before.
Yeah.
Leah,
Yes.
go get Namara and LeBron.
Alternative side. Thought as much. She's gonna whisper to herself as she wanders out. Knocks on Namera's room.
Yes?
You might want to go to the barn.
What? Wait, the money?
Somebody's being attacking the spectator. The Lucy is in there at the moment. You might want to hear something from them. I'll go and get LeBron.
Okay. He might be in his room.
Mm-hmm.
Come, Salami. Stop eating Carla stew.
Walks into LeBron.
Rotten is even worse than Leah's that saw him last.
God damn it! What is up with you? Anyway, get up. Let's cheer yourself up.
Why?
You might have to kill something. We found something going on in the barn.
Now he goes straight up and starts following. He's not happy.
She's gonna see LeBron. Like, what happened now?
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you might as well get yourself talking about it because you're not staying like this. Kind of a fucking barbarian minotaur in a sulk.
Lebrin, as you walk past the table, you may notice your food you put on the table is still intact. The plate with the stew got utterly destroyed. like a wild animal was going rampage all over it.
Looks like the dog liked the stew.
What stew? There was never stew.
Oh.
There was
I think
only
Leah
Lebron
can
food.
see. You can see LeBrun. I think Leah can easily see the LeBrun is angry as he barges through the door.
Don't let it get to you. It's only food, for God's sake.
My food!
then.
And he just barges through the door. Right, what's going on now? He's had enough.
He's in a happy mood.
What took him in such mood?
No idea. But I obviously think something to do with food.
Food? As the spectator turn and as one of the arm of the teeth in his mouth, chewing on it.
Yeah.
I see that's the
We
gold
found-
pile.
She's going to turn to Namera. Yeah, we found 3 of these people things in here. We kept the most intact body, but we let your spectator at least eat 2 of them so that hopefully it can heal up a little bit. Because it did take quite a beating, it looks like.
I see. Well, he did his job, and that quite well.
But they were organised. They did some damage to him as well.
I kneel down to the dead person there and lift off whatever kind of clothes is cloaking their head,
Mm-hmm.
and look at the face of the such bandit.
Yeah, it's an old man around his 40, black and gray hair, beard, really badly shave. Quite hard to identify because of all the laser fire beam thrown at him, but yeah, that's pretty much about it.
But human, right?
Human, yeah.
Were all of them human?
No.
No.
I have to ask because the spectator killed ate two of them.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
we
no.
investigated, yeah.
What were the other two?
Ask a spectator, he devoured them.
Namera.
Yeah?
Well, Nakara, as you're walking past, you can definitely see, even though Lucy's been silent, she is quite angry about something.
Keep that in mind for a second. Spectator.
There's like a couple fingers stuck in his fangs.
When you have finished eating, can you tell me what kind of races they were?
One was tasting like an elf. The other one was still tasting like an half orc.
Thank you very much. I go back to the corpse and then next to Lucy. What was the reason of you two coming here in the first place? I have not heard any kind of noises.
You can see, like, Lucy's breath starts to, like, quicken and get a little heavy before she speaks. Well, that stranger that showed up tonight,
Yes.
I kind of got a little suspicious, as you can tell.
We busted, yes.
And when you walked through, I did keep an eye outside, and strange enough, he kind of stopped near the barn. Looked but didn't enter. Then disappeared. It was weird that he kind of looked at the barn. I spoke to Leah about it, saying something seems off. So, me and Leah decided to go look at the barn. And here we are. 3 dead bodies, 2 eaten by your... She looks over to the spectator. Other minion. And then this one, completely intact.
Not completely intact, but mostly.
Mostly.
I see. Seems I put a little bit too exposed point for our treasure. And we have to talk to Lewu. She and her friends owe us an answer.
Well, saying friends, as probably Lucy has said to you, they claim to go to the same college as them.
I don't care who they are, what college they get to, and what their business is, but
No,
their business is interfering with my business of
Yes.
this group.
you're
And
not getting my point.
by all means, I know we two have not the best standing with each other, but Lewu is cutting my patience short.
LeBron, before you get out, Lucy's actually going to call for you to stay in.
So, we, and I am sad to say that, will do night shifts tonight again, because it seems we are not even safe in our own house, and I have to rethink what we will do with our treasure. It cannot stay in the barn. Not after the people know where it is. They will come back.
Question, Namera.
Yes.
How easy is it to know that the treasure is here? In terms of, can people sense it? Or do they have to be quite powerful to sense it?
I'm not aware of any kind of spell that is able to detect precious metals. But as I see it, Livu's friends are some sort of dodgy, thievery people, and thievery people always have an idea where to get. And also, you hear the Chamberlain. We're doing our job quite well. I'm not surprised that people have already heard of us. And when they know that we're working with the Chamberlain, they know we have something to get.
Very true.
So, we need a war council here.
Lucy's gonna just look at the body and then turn over to Namera. You don't mind if I do something with this body, right?
Does he has anything on him what gives us a lead to who these people are?
Nothing at all. It's the black cape and his self.
Do with him whatever you want. The remains are for the spectator.
There won't be anything for the spectator. LeBron! LeBron? You have your axe with you, don't you?
Yeah.
We're gonna chop down another tree, and you're gonna help me.
I better use my hand axe, not this great axe, because I'll probably set it alight.
I don't care. You're chopping down a tree, and you're gonna help me.
Iron. Better get some rage out.
Lucy goes and picks up the body. And takes it away.
The spectator looks sad.
As you walk past, the Lucy, you're just gonna see tilting the head a bit and just whisper under breath, "What have you got planned?"
Sometimes it's about leaving a message.
Very true.
But
Picks his hand axe out and starts hitting the tree.
You're still in your black form, yes, correct, Lemmy?
yes. By morning, you'll see what I mean.
So yeah, before you leave, she's just gonna look at you and say, "This side of you definitely is sane, quite reasonable." Interesting.
We'll leave it at that. And Lucy walks out, carrying the body over her shoulder, and proceeds to go to where LeBron is.
Okay, so with that, plus a bit with Demolishing Might, extra 1d8.
Oh yeah, you cleaned the tree or what?
Oh, he's raging. He's laying his anger out. You just see there's this moment's silence in the tree, in the little forest bit, and you just hear him just go, let out a massive roar, and then in one fell swing, the big tree that's in front of him just timbers, just goes with a hand axe.
Okay. Anybody else do anything else?
Lucy's going to take out a shovel and dig a hole right there.
I'm just waiting for it to be morning. That's all I'm doing. By sleeping.
Leah, Namara.
Leah's just gonna walk over to Namera. So, what's your plan then? Move the spectator in?
The spectator and I will reconsider where in this house is a better place to keep the treasure safe. Alongside
Cannot
Mr. Cope. Yeah.
I cannot move from my position. I was summoned.
That
Well-
is unpleasant. I will stay here and try to think of something. If you have something else to do,
Well, I do believe we should talk to Liu at some point.
oh, we do. We definitely.
Okay, you're just crucifying a dead body.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh my
that's-
god. Okay.
Leaving a message.
Well, that is one way to put it, I guess.
Yeah, that doesn't require a roll, especially it's a dead
Okay.
body, so.
By the way,
Okay.
what is that here? What is there
You
on the
don't-
table?
You don't know. You didn't
But
see
you
it.
Because I will expect it when I come in, because I guess I will see it when I come in.
It's
Oh, it's
there.
somewhere.
It's not visible, though. That's the thing. So that's something you would pop in your face.
The only thing that you guys can see is food on the table, which probably is now getting cold.
Well, Only
Wrote
the
exactly what she did inside, but nobody read it, so.
I was not
Where
there,
do I
so
find the
I
nails?
was in my room, so I couldn't see it. I
Yep.
saw what you wrote. But I can't see it because I was in the room.
Namara, do we have any nails?
you're the second one that was asking me for nails today. Do we have nails? If there's nothing around, I mean, where's this hole coming from in the wall? Libran, where's this hole coming from in the wall?
Take.
I mean, if you really need nails, disassemble a chair or so, but we have to buy that stuff tomorrow.
This
Yeah,
is
we need.
bullshit.
Yeah, we bloody do. Someone broke my fucking chair,
There's already a
and I'm
vivid symbol
fucking
there.
angry.
You can see he's in rage.
Putting rage on that, right?
Should we wait till the morning to speak to Liu, or should we do it now?
He grabs the chair, one of the chairs in the room, and takes it out.
I want everyone to be around when we do so. So
Nope,
we will do
morning
it
too.
probably tomorrow.
Okay, I think you could talk, LeBron. 'Cause-
So he starts tearing the chair into pieces, and starts sharpening the legs, making them as like stakes.
improvising.
Yeah, because there's no fucking screws here. Without screws, we need something different. And I'm not in the mood to wait.
He's
Those
using his
lines.
hand axe, just making the chair legs very sharp.
Now
Don't even
what?
think- Don't even think screws were existing at that time yet.
Nails, whatever.
You know what I meant.
Twisted nails equals screw.
Now. What now?
Right, pass me those parts.
He just throws 4 of them to you.
Do I have to make a roll to grab them, or
No.
no.
He's plonked them on the floor. So he's literally it's just landed it just on right next to your feet.
right?
You can say what you do exactly, Lemmy. There's no roll needed for that.
All right. Lucy just grabs them, walks over to the body that's laying on the wood. We're going to say it's now like a cruise. You know, it's basically like a cross now. Puts one hand on one side and puts the sharp end of the, I'd say the wooden spike that LeBron has given her
Mhm.
on his hand. You still got your hand axe?
Yeah, I've got my hand axe.
Right. Come over here.
I see where this is going. Alright, move out the way, I'll deal with this.
Hit it with the other end of your axe.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
With his rage, he just one fell swing onto the stake.
Right, that's one hand.
Right.
Goes over the other side. Places the other hand on the other side.
Yep, ready.
Just slams it again.
Right, his feet. Grabs both the legs. Do they even have legs? How mutilated were they?
One was cut in half, one was missing a hand and an arm. This one has a giant fucking open wound on his chest, he's half burned on the face, and one of his feet is frozen.
Cool.
One's gonna be a pain in the ass.
I wish to smash... Wait, how frozen is it? Like, is it like a literal ice cube?
It's a black feet right now.
Hmm.
He had time to melt.
Okay. Lucy's gonna place one, like, adjust the legs and place one foot over the other, and put the spike right in between. Right on top
I
of
can see
them.
where this is going. LeBrun
Go.
just goes straight through both of the feet into the wood.
There.
Alright. Now help me lift it up.
Stand back, I need to let out my stress.
He just, with his strength, he's just gonna lift it. Would that be athletics? Apex?
No, I said there's no roll to make
There's-
for
There's no roll for this. This is all
Okay.
just roleplay.
Yeah, he's just, you can see with ease, he just lifts it up, gets it steady with his anger.
Lucy uses the shovel to kind of fill in, kind of fill the hole just a little bit so the crucifix is sturdy.
Question.
Right. What?
Why here?
Could it be over there? He just points it by the barn.
Why here? It's literally right at the front of the house. They walk in, the first thing they're going to see is that.
If we had a second body.
Well, we let the spectator eat two of them, and I'm pretty sure them two were messed up as it was.
Messed up gives a bigger message. Now,
He takes a deep breath and he starts to calm down.
still not happy for today. Namara will pay for that.
You said you had food.
It's probably cold by now. Everyone's been doing other things.
Cold food. Let's have a try.
It's by the table down there. I'm going to bed.
Has anyone inspected this yet?
Hmm?
No, like, out of character.
Oh,
Like,
out
has
of
anyone
character.
No, we
No,
don't.
but nobody know it's there because it's not a thing visible. It's not like a vase or something there.
Huh.
I won't say what it
Okay.
is, but like visually you won't spot it.
Okay. Well, Lucy's just going to go over to the table. That probably has the cold food by now.
There's only LeBrun's food remaining. The other plate is ravaged and it looks like a wild animal was getting over it. And ate all of it. Because nobody cleaned up it until now.
Lucy's going to lift up her mask, sit down, and start biting into the food. Not really caring that it's cold.
You get what the exact description of what I said to Nakara, but
I
the
heard it.
difference is it's cold.
I heard it.
You want me to clean, master?
Master, that's a new title. Sit.
Gonna see the medallion. Did you choose if that was a brooch or medallion you wanted?
Brooch.
Brooch? He's gonna see your brooch directly on you, and his eyes widen as he's bowed directly down on his knee on the floor, not looking at you directly.
That's strange. What's up with you?
I'm just following master's order. I'm the slave of this house now.
Okay. You got a name?
They call me Spurg.
Spurg. Funny little name.
Oh, you know what? Scratch that. His name is Hamburger now, because I just have the meme in my head.
God damn it!
My dog is called Salami, then we have Hamburger. Why are you calling my belongings after foods?
I want our next companion to be a pizza roll.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's called Hamburger because of the meme you keep showing me, the how to hold the kobold name
Oh,
in
for
the carrot.
God's sake.
Fair.
Huh. Strange name.
It's my old master, Guy Ferrari, who gave it to me.
And is he your master now?
My master is Mistress Namara, but I follow everybody in this place, especially you, who is part of the House of the Chamberlain.
You can see she just stops eating the food, looking very confused, and then looks at the kobold. What?
You have the brooch, mistress.
Lifts up her arm and looks at the brooch. Huh. So that's what that means.
You're the people who wear this brooch mean they are adoptive children of the Chamberlain. Only 2 other people have this brooch in town.
Adoptive children. There are 2 others?
Yes, mistress. They're probably quite angry because succession order now is unbalanced. Since you are here, you may postulate for his post when he die.
Huh. So Lucy starts to adjust herself a little bit as she stares at the brooch. So, Hamburger, tell me a little bit more about yourself.
I was serving under a red dragon when I was really, really young, but his village and hometown got attacked, and he was really, really sad by that and left to fight a pit fiend, but he never came back. I wandered the desert for days before I fell down, exhausted. I woke up in a cage, and I was marked as a slave. I served many years in many slave circus, but my master bought me last year, Mr. the Great and Beautiful and Amazing and Handsome and Great and Amazing and Beautiful.
You can
Guy
see Lucy's just gonna stare at you but have an angry look as you're continuing with the whole thing.
with Mr. Guy Ferrari. He don't see your look, he's looking on the floor, his head is literally on the floor. Hired me, well, by me, and after that all I was doing is following him, screaming his name in tavern, bringing him drinks, bringing him woman, and get beat up.
Huh.
He asked me to always scream his greatness and everything, even if we're mostly banned from every single tavern, and he owned a lot of money to a lot of people. I think that's why he's gone, because the mark has stopped glowing, and Mistress Namara took me in now.
You could hear Lucy sighs. before she just looks over to the kobold. Up.
He's gonna get up.
She stands up, grabs this chair, and brings it closer to her and pushes the chair that she was originally sitting on towards the kobold before using the chair that she just grabbed to sit down. Sit on the chair.
Yes, mistress.
So, you now work for us, let's say. Correct?
Mistress Namara said I serve her, but I serve also the household. And you are a part of the household, but you are also great noble of the city now. So I have to take care of the place, and you also probably.
You can see... The kobold can see then that after Lucy sighs, the colour of her hair, the eyes, and the clothing changes from black to white.
Oh.
Well, then. This will be interesting. Never really been treated this kind of way. But I assure you, if you are a servant of Namara, nobody here is going to harm you. So you do not need to worry about beatings unless Namara's the one that's giving it you, if she decides to beat you.
I'm used to be beaten.
Say, what talents do you have?
I'm good at cleaning, washing, drinking, building. I make a lot of traps. I'm really good with music, but Master was always angry when I played because he say I was always in his way.
Traps and drinking. You know what? The night's still young. Let's go in the kitchen. Let's see if we have any booze.
Gonna go and it's gonna look everywhere and just found only one bottle of booze actually.
See. You find anything?
Just one bottle, mistress.
Huh. Just the one.
He handed towards you.
Looks at it, then looks around. Any cups? Or are they outside at the other room?
They probably still on the tables for the dinner. I can wash them real quick, mistress.
Yeah, sure. Just meet me back at the table after washing them.
You can see him rushing, grabbing everything, bringing it back, cleaning everything, and coming back.
Right. She opens up the bottle, takes the two cups, pours a little for herself, and pours a little for the kobold, and passes one cup to the kobold.
Thank you, mistress. You're too kind with me.
Don't really care for slaves and everything, but I do care for Namara, and considering you are her item now, can't exactly do anything to cause harm to you. But I guess for now, I could treat you as an equal. I guess. Besides, might need somebody else to talk to apart from the group sometimes.
Will you wish I play some music for you, mistress, as you drink?
If you can talk and play some music at the same time, go ahead.
Very well. He's gonna go outside, grab his little guitar. Well, technically, where you put the guitar, he has
I never took it away from him, so if he didn't left it in my room, I don't know where he has it.
Okay. In that case, I would say he has it still on him. Just again, I'm gonna put the song he's playing. For those who want, they can hear the music of electric guitar, a little bit like Leo was playing before, but not coming from the room of Leo.
Wow. You see Lucy sort of just relaxing a little bit and places her mask on the table. Oh. It's been so long since I could just sit down and place the mask somewhere without having to wear it all the time.
Mistress.
Huh?
He said yes, mistress.
Oh. Lucy just looks at her drink for a moment and takes a swig of her drink.
The kobold is like half on the table, 1 feet on the chair, 1 feet on the table as he's playing like guitar like a rock star. And it's actually really good because I did not do any first performance.
Nice. Lucy's got to pour herself another drink.
It's literally his voice and the music you can hear from Fredbot right now.
Oh boy. But yeah, Lucy's going to pour herself another drink, look up to the kobold and just kind of have like a soft smile for a moment. Out of character, is this hidden?
As long as you're not too occupied by the music, you may see Salami walking around under the table.
I mean, he's not invisible, that's the question, right? Or is he in? Okay.
Salami is not invisible, but in manner of a dog walking around the table, looking at the cause of the music, being cautious and, well, interested at the same time.
Seems you've attracted a crowd.
Always been told I have a talent. He waved to the doggo because he don't know about the doggo at all, Nemara.
Yeah.
I always been talented for music. My mother always told me that my father was a great musician. One of a famous gnome.
I swear to fucking God.
Famous gnome?
Wait a fucking minute here.
Yeah, that's why I'm going, the fuck?
Well, at least I don't have to worry about it now. Sorry, Donut.
Your kobold's now a slave.
See, Lucy just looks at the kobold. Your father was a famous gnome.
His mother told me and my brothers that we were always lucky and talented for music.
Huh. Did you ever get to see your father?
No. Father left after one night stayed with mother. Mother lost everything after that. Every kobold heard that she slept with a gnome, so that's why I was exiled in this island.
Huh. Takes another swig of a drink. Do you even know anything else about your father? Like, if he's still around?
All I heard he was a hero in another continent, but you know, it's rumor like anything else. It could be true, it could be false. I never really saw a hero, to be honest.
At least you know what your father might be doing.
How about your father and mistress?
Lucy, her smile sort of changes to a sort of not sad expression, but almost emotionless. And yes, even Salami can see this.
He's under the table. I don't think he can see this.
Wait, is he under the table or on the table?
Salami is the servant of Noble below the table.
Okay, so Salami might not see this then. So Lucy's expression goes from kind of like a happy, curious type to a sort of expressionless. My father. From what I can remember, he was kind. He loved me. And wanted what was best for me. But then, one day, after something that I did, he tried to correct something and was never seen again.
Happen after that, mistress?
After that, Lucy sort of pauses for a moment, unsure whether or not to tell the full truth, but notices that Salami's sort of walking around all over the place.
Seems like searching for something.
After that, well, we never heard from my father again. My mother was killed, and my village destroyed.
I'm saddened to learn that, actually, Master.
She lets out a sigh, pours herself another drink, before suddenly kind of chuckling. Don't be. Don't be sad.
Make me a little bit happy to learn that I'm not the only one here who had a sad fate.
Sad fate. Is it really a sad fate if you're the one that let in the monsters that destroyed the village?
Oh, motherfucker, this music.
You roll a 19 on the second roll for performance for that song. Well,
If it's my child, then they automatically pass on a 19. You think I'm kidding? We have a +7 native.
I didn't. I didn't give a clue. Well, I gave a clue, but I didn't give a name yet.
Pissed.
Well, I mean, it just, I don't know. You make me feel closer than you. Like, normally I'm always afraid of great adventurer who face the danger on war or bigger people than me, or just like somebody with so much power and strength. So, just learning that you are there and you have the, well, I would say you had probably a reason to cause all the monster to attack too.
Well, I mean, my father was sent out to correct a mistake that I made, and he never returned. My mother paid the price with her life because of my mistake. And all this because one man was afraid. Afraid of something that I had. As she kind of places her left hand, her like free hand, on the mask. I lost everything. So I decided to take everything away from them.
Is that why you exile here?
I would say I'm more exiled for my crimes.
We all have a reason to be exiled.
Yeah. Lucy takes another swig of her drink. Burning down villages filled with people just because one person or a group of people are self-proclaimed heroes.
What do you mean by self-proclaimed heroes, ma'am?
Ugh. The idiots that pretend that they are heroes, those who don't really fight true evil, but say that they fought a mighty battle against some perilous demon or some monster of the night, and yet no proof, just stories.
Well, I mean, I always hear the stories of heroes who would save slaves and rescue people, but like I said, I never really saw a hero around here, so I don't really believe heroes exist.
You're in the wrong area if you're looking for a hero.
Well, I never really asked to be here at the first place. I was just banished here because my father was a gnome.
None of us asked to be here.
And still, we succeed to make the better of what we could with, and face another evil in this land. Sometimes it takes evils to face evil. And you might not be a hero, but you might be a champion in this case. A champion of great darkness, as he pointed in the air with his hand.
You can see Lucy sort of just looks up to him and then has a soft smile. And she looks back towards her cup. As she does, her clothing, her hair, and her eyes change from white to black. A champion of evil. I'd prefer champion of chaos.
So you're one of those people in the north.
She looks over at the kobold. What?
Oh, the Great War in the north. it's something over there. I heard it's completely like something never seen before. They are huge, bulky, like big, like the Minotaur friend you have, but all covered in armor and spikes. They serve something chaos, like they said. They represent chaos. And strangely, their army never have a castle. They're always moving around, but they get more people apparently over there. But the devils really hate them because devils are well organized and everything, so they hate just pure chaos. So there's a big battle over there. Since they were losing in the north before, I heard the necromancer retreat. But now those creatures have appeared and now the devils don't know what to do against them.
Lucy smiles after hearing all of that. They sound like my type of people.
While they far away in the north, though, it's gonna take a long trip to see one of them. It's only rumors. But when the airship drop here, you probably can ask one of the sailors.
Maybe I will. She kind of puts her cup down onto the table and then looks at the kobold. Well, Hamburger, I don't know about you, but I think tonight was a good night. You wash up the dishes and the drinks. Then, I don't know about you, maybe find some place to sleep.
Yes, ma'am. Also, I know I'm just a humble slave, but can I ask a selfish demand of me?
Kind of looks at the kobold, like raising an eyebrow. Hmm?
Well, the name Hamburger was given to me by my old master. If you can ask Mrs. Namara to maybe find a new name for me, since I'm under Mistress Namara now, that would make more sense.
I'll have a talk with them.
Thank you, mistress.
Oh. Here. Kind of rummages through her pocket. Pulls out a lollipop. Places it on the table for Hamburger. Before standing up and walking away.
Thank you, mistress. He's gonna clean up. He's gonna clean up the full table, clean up the cups, clean up the table outside, grab the doggo, who's still sleeping, and bring the doggo at the comfy and warm nest outside there.
Okay.
For him, it's a dog.
yeah, it's totally fine. Namara is not doing spider eyes at the moment, so it's a normal. It's basically a normal devilish doggo.
Lucy's going to enter the barn and just sit there, as if keeping guard duty.
Who dare adventure in the barn? I shall make you shine, explode, return to atoms, and implode again. Oh, hello.
Shut up and get back to position.
Yes, ma'am. Wow.
And Lucy's just going to sit there now,